Welcome to Introduction of Visual Basic Programming. My name is San Dennis. Before we look at the Visual Basic, what it is, let us look at what is programming, because it's majorly programming. Now, programming is designing a set of instructions for a computer to follow so that it can perform specific tasks, considerably more quickly than a human could. It can also be called designing. The first kind of programming, known as machine language, communicates with computers using binary code, which consists of the digits 0 and 1. So binary code are the digits 0 and 1. However, learning machine language is quite challenging. Thankfully, the researchers have developed a few high-level programming languages that are much simpler to learn. The high-level programming language include C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Visual Basic. The idea of programming a computer. Now, what does the programming language Visual Basic mean? After we have defined programming, Visual Basic, it means it's a graphical user interface in the Visual Basic, a Microsoft event-driven programming language and event. It enables programmers to change code by simply dragging and dropping objects and specifying their behavior and appearance. We're looking at the user interface design. The user interface design, or UI design, it focuses on anticipating what the users might need to do and ensuring that the interface has elements that are easy to access, understand, and use to facilitate those actions. The user interface brings together the concepts from the interaction design, visual design, and information architecture. The objectives of today's session are: we're going to look at the user interface design, the task, or what they do, and the objectives, or the outcome. The tasks in the user interface design are as follows: insert a group box, insert a repo, insert a text box, insert a combo box, insert a radio button, insert a checkbox, insert a picture box, insert a list box. What is the objectives of these tasks? The outcomes are able to successfully work with failures controls listed in the task section. In the task session in the user interface design, we have also the using of concatenation. Concatenation. What is concatenation? Concatenation is able to join multiple texts into become together. Yeah, it's joining. If they are separate, you join them. So we are going to look at those things. From the above objectives of the user interface design and their tasks, we are going to see how they function when it comes to design in the Visual Basic. So we are going to look at the physical features before we start the physical programming. We are going to do it. Here the features are: the dish is served. There is dish served. So this dish served is in a label. Drinks is in the label. table number is on the label, price is on the label, show receipt is on the label. In the Visual Basic, we have the controls. So these controls are as follows: the group box, label, Checkbox, combo box, checkbox, radio pattern, picture box, list box control. Let us look at each. What do they mean? Because we're going to use them when we go to programming. When we go to the programming of in the creation of our project, because we're going to come up with a project. A group box. A group box control is used to group or contain other controls. So other controls, they will be in a group box. So if you want to group them together, you use a group box. Let's look at the text box and label controls. Text box controls can be used for data input and data output. What's the data input? In this input is when you are inputting the information. So when you are inputting the information in the project, you need to use a text box. And data output is just to display what you have inputted in the data input. Okay. The label controls display words such as name, margin, combo box control contains a list of items that a user can choose from a drop down arrow. For example, a drop down arrow, let me show you an example of a drop down arrow and a combo box. It's here. So these are combo box. These are combo box, and these are drop down arrow. These are drop down arrow. That's what we mean by the word combo box. And we said about the group box. Group box. Now our group box, as we defined it, it is here. This edition served. You can see it's a group. It encloses others inside. You can see it encloses all over. Here I am placing my cursor. Let's continue. Checkbox. A checkbox control are used wherever the system user wants to select 0, 1, or more than one of the options presented by the checkbox. All checkboxes. Radio pattern control. A radio pattern control are used to restrict the selection of values from a defined set of alternatives. Picture box control. The picture box control from the word picture box. It's used to display images on a form. So what's a form? A form is where we enter these controls. So a form, it's here. Let me show you what's a form. Form this the KCA menu. This is a form. So this form is in form of a square. So we enclose it by the cursor so that you can see what's a form. So this is a form. All the way. This is our form, right? Yeah. Let's continue. So the picture box can be dropped inside that form, and you display it. The size model property is a set of stretch image value in order to cause an icon file or to fill the entire picture box control space. A list box. List box contains list items that a user is able to choose from. So it has several list items whereby a user can be able to choose from. So for example, a list box is here from our design. So this are a list box. These are drinks, and then this are list box. So you can choose Coke soda, Fanta soda, bottled water, or Afia, which are both 500 milliliters. So you choose one. And here these are label dish served. This label is used to enter it. So these are label 1, label 2, label 3, label 4. So this whereby inside the label property, that's where you change what you need to be entered. This is how it is. These are a button radio. This are button is used to print receipt. So this where all our codes, we are going to insert them here so that they may print what we need, and when they need what we need, the information will display here in the show receipt part. So we are going to look at how it functions. So we are going to, here inside the combo box, it entails the dishes served. Let us say meat, ugari, and chapati. So let's say you choose chapati because it goes hand in hand with soda or liquids like water. So you press here, then you choose your chapati. Here you come and choose Coca-Cola soda. Table number, you choose the table number you add. Let's say table number 46 where we are seated, and this is these are the price of what you have taken, and here you come here, and before you print the receipt, there's a person who is serving you. So that person who serves you, their names are here. So one of them will serve you. Let us say Nick is serving you. So when you print the receipt, it will read that it will read chapati, and a drink which it will read served chapati. Drinks you took is a Coke soda 500 ml. Table number where you are seated is table number, let's say for example 54, and the price is the total of what you have taken. So let's say the price is 500, and lastly it will be a name of a person who served you. It will be served by, we said Nick, and that's all. So we after we are done with describing what is inside these forms, we are going to come up with this form, with this project, and run it in our machine. And it is easy if you follow what I'm going to go through. So if you follow what I go through, it will be an easy thing to form this menu menu form. Let's continue. Another part we have is string concatenation. What's string concatenation? We said string concatenation is joining two or more strings of text to form a long string or text. How we are going to look on how we are going to concatenate statements, and it is easy. The concatenation operator is the ampersand and used to simply add two strings of text or characters together to form a longer single string. So it can be a longer or single string. Example is clicking the display message button control should cause the output text box control to display separate lines of text inserted from each text box. The display is actually one of the long string of text. This is termed string or text concatenation, that is the addition of different strings of text together. We are going to look at the examples of string concatenation such that we come to understand of what is this that we are speaking. In my table, I drew a table and I divided it into 4 parts such that you may get a good and well understanding. So here the table we divided into 5 sections is text string. The second section, in the next class we're going to design the user interface. An example of the user interface with the one which is displaying the screen, we're going to design this one, and we see the functionality on how it functions, and we learn it. So I like to ask you to install the Visual Basic programming app, so that in the next class we're going to go together, because programming, it needs no one need to be left behind. So we're going to form a project and run it, and it learn successfully. If you have enjoyed watching this video, I'd like you to comment, like, and subscribe.